Welcome to. I don't know what to give this, but there was a podcast. I had an idea one time, I think last year, to do a podcast called the journey of life. So maybe we're going to name it the journey of life, but I just want to be sharing different perspective I've seen about life and some things I'm implementing in my own life now. And today I just want to talk briefly on time. And these are three important things we must know about time. You see, I wanted to look for the definition of time. I was just thinking about it. How can I define time? There's so many definitions to it, but these three concepts I'm about to just share with you, I want you to put it in your consciousness as what time is and what time represents. Number one is that time is not going. You are actually the one going. Think about it for a while. I don't know how to explain it, but we're going to have morning, afternoon, day and night. How do we call it? For the longest of years. This time just keep repeating itself every single day. That I'm trying to understand, literally. And you're the one going. You're the one getting old. You're the one making new decisions. You're the one living in new environments. You're the one, for example, if you're in school, if you leave that school, of course, there are going to be different innovations in the school, but the land is still the same. The school will still be there for as long as they can keep it. And it's the same thing with time. You must see that you are the one going, not even the time. And this thought alone help you maximize it. Oh, I have this certain amount of days on the year. I have this certain amount of my essence today for just this particular amount of time. So when you think like this now, you'll be able to maximize the time you have. Things can change. You won't be single forever. You get married. So you are the one changing. The time is still remaining constant. I know that time changes and all those things, dates and all this, but looking at it from just this angle or just this explanation I'm giving, you are the one actually going. You are the one actually going. And that when you see like that, you see the urgency to do things fast and not waste your time. The number two thing I would say is treat time as an asset. Treat your time as an asset. Time is a resource, is a gift. That's what I'm saying, like the first option. This gift will be available when you leave the earth, when you leave that place. It's available. But how you use it is just like you were giving money to run a company, to run a service. How you use it really matters. If you don't treat it like an asset, it becomes a liability to you. You waste your energy on it. You waste your essence on it. You waste your life on it. It can become a liability to you. When you're supposed to have good sleep, which is going to be beneficial to you, you're supposed to use your time to buy good sleep. You're using it to do other things. So think about it. And don't get me wrong, it's not just only monetary. When I use asset, I know it's a monetary language, but use it to get things that can help you, help the people around you, and be a blessing to your world. For example, spending quality time with people is you using time as an asset, especially when those people mean something to you. The time you spend on doom scrolling on maybe nonsense, something that are not beneficial, that is not the time you spend doom scrolling on something that is not beneficial to you, we can classify that as liability. But if you spend them watching a video of how maybe Dangote build his wealth, maybe somebody you admire in your field, somebody you admire in your space, build their talents, build their skills, build everything they have, is different. So in those two scenarios now, one, you are using time has become a liability to you because you are losing strength, you are losing essence, whereas the people who created those contents for you to doom scroll are using their time as an asset, because as you are taking those contents, they are making money, they are making fame. So that's your time now has become a liability. But when you now spend time on good content that can transform your life. You're using your time to buy knowledge. So I see it like this: use your time to buy connection, engaging with people. Use your time to push your purpose on the earth. So if you're creating good content like this, if you are learning a skill, if you are planning, strategizing with that time has become an asset, a money that you're using to push your narrative, to push your goal. So number one, I said first, time is not going. You just the one going. Number two, I said time is an asset. Use it to think as time as an asset. Anytime you are wasting your time, again, say, is this time a liability, or I'm using it to get something? And the last thing I'll say is that oh man, this is my first time of doing a YouTube video like this, so permit all the grammatical buha. Last thing I'll say, because of time, I don't want these our videos to be more than 10 minutes. Time, in and out of itself, may not be restored, cannot be restored. Sometimes time cannot be restored. What do I mean? So, wasted effort, wasted time. Some people say, "Oh, I'm going to restore some prayer point like that," which I still pray. But at the end of the day, if you want to restore time, one of the ways you restore time, many people will not have the privilege to do this. But one of the way you restore time is to maximize and put more effort in the time you now have now. So, for example, the time you're supposed to go to school or do something, you were wasting it. You now double the effort that you put in that time now by reading more, by researching more, by doing more than others. I remember when I was on campus, I spent 4 years at home, not going to school because I was on serious. My first jam, I scored 120 in my first jam, 0 in chemistry. I don't want to give you the rest scores. I wrote 4 jams. But when I got to school, I was so crazy. I don't know what entered me. I'll be using it from the hall to go to class and all those things. Sometimes I'll not even take my bath. I know that one is very extreme. Just read overnight, go to class. I look so unkept. But at the end of the day, I realized that I've wasted time. And for me to match up, my brain has become dull. My brain has been used to being dull. I was not very sharp at other things, so I had to maximize that time by putting in more effort, and eventually I restored the time because I graduated from medical school. So I hope this bless you. 3 things, like I said. Number 1, you are not going. Time is not going. You are the one going. 2, treat time as an asset. 3, if you want to restore time, then you must maximize the time you already have now. Peace out.